What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stirfry. It's your boy, Chef T.
I'm Will the Spacekid.
And our special guest today is comedian Nina Ross.
What's going on?
What's up? How are you doing today? You feeling good?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So you're a comedian. When did you kind of get into the comedian? Were you always funny?
No, actually, I was a loser in high school.
It might help, you know?
Yeah. So, it wasn't until I took my first hit of crack cocaine.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. That was a joke.
Hey,
It'd be like that sometimes.
No, I'm just picturing like this nerd backpack.
No.
Some crackhead's like, hey. And then you throw the backpack off, you change your outfit.
No, but really, I think it was when I started going through anxiety and depressive problems and watching comedy and seeing I noticed laughter was something for me. And then I was on Instagram and I'm looking at all of these comedians and I was like I want to do that.
Yeah.
I do. So I think the internet really evolved me, and that's where I wanted to start comedy. And I just took my phone one day, held it like this, mixed and mastered the video, uploaded, and got a couple comments. More, I had no comments, then I had 2, then I had 5, then I had 7, then I had 50, 80, 100. So yeah, that's where it started.
Okay, so you basically used your energy and channeled all maybe the negative things you know, that were going on in your life, and then channeled it into this positive energy to kind of make people feel good.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Then I got a message from a guy. He had stage 3 lung cancer, I want to say, and he told me that I inspired him every day, keep doing what I was doing. He actually passed away, so I'm doing this for him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I had a couple people pass away on me since I started. I've been doing this for 2 years strong now. I had a friend that passed away from 10 gunshot wounds, and right before he died, he told me, he was like, Nini, do this. He was like, so God rest his soul. But I do this for the people that's passed away and just the young people that's coming up that wants to be inspired, especially the young women. Because there's not too many women in comedy.
Yeah. I mean, it must feel really good, though, to have people react positively and really enjoy what you do and to have those messages told you, you really inspire me every day, all your content you post, and you're just hilarious. I bet that feels really good.
Oh, yeah. I think my favorite comment on Instagram was, oh, my God, you responded to me? I love you. I can't believe you responded to me. I was like, what?
That's classic.
Yeah.
That's classic right there.
So that felt good.
So what made you basically make your second video? So a lot of people do a lot of things the first time, but you was kind of like, okay, I've made one of them, I'm about to make another one, and I'm gonna keep going. What really made you do that second video?
I think, again, it go back to the comments. Once you get that, it's always going to be, if that one person see you, somebody else is going to see you. I got that 1 and 2 comments. Then I was like, I should try it again. And I made that next video and I uploaded. Next thing you know, I had 4 comments. So it just really was building, the building thing. I had a couple of my family members say, hey, you embarrassing the family. Can you take that down?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You just gotta keep going. So
yeah, that's the crazy thing about life. I don't know, 1 minute you're embarrassing, but if you hit the right platform or meet the right people, then it's people want to jump in the picture. They want to jump in the video, but it's
that's a good point.
I don't know. I feel like you got to stick with your what you believe in from the beginning. Because I think a lot of people change when the money start coming. Oh yeah, you really good at that comedy. It's am I really good or what's really going on?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So how do you kind of juggle? Because obviously not every comment can be like a positive comment. You know, there's a lot of haters out there, especially on the internet. How do you kind of juggle that? How do you kind of juggle the haters?
I laugh at it. I screenshot those and keep them for my memory bank. I think the hater comments is the funniest comments. Like,
You're right.
I wasn't feeling this when that don't remind me of me. That was one of my comments. I'm like, what?
What?
Like,
That's how you know that you got the whatever video you're doing, you hit it right.
yeah. So yeah, that was I keep those for my memory bank. I got literally like 8, 9, or 10 of those screenshotted.
That's an interesting comment. Like, so I don't know if the person was living their life through you, or like what was going on,
or the character was like supposed to be like them, or
I think so. Okay. So I got a lot of people that say, "You remind me of me" when I'm doing my boy character. It's like that remind me of me. I think that one really touched him because it just
it must have got him at the core. He's like,
funny enough that day. He was waiting on it, and I promote my videos. I put them in my story, let people know. Like, okay, I got a video coming out 12 p.m. tomorrow. So I think that one right there, he was like, I waited 24 hours to see this.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when you go to drop a video, do you upload them on TikTok first? Like, is that the main place, or Instagram?
So I really just got started with TikTok. I upload my videos to Instagram first, then I upload them to YouTube, and now that I'm on TikTok, I upload those to, Instagram has IG Reels now.
Yeah.
So I do my Reels on TikTok, then I upload it to Instagram. So
okay,
Gotcha.
So how's your TikTok views going?
Man, this
like
is the most amazing thing ever. Like, I was on TikTok and I uploaded a few videos before, just playing with it, and they had like 3 and 4 views. But since I started sharing them to Instagram, I'm getting like 3,000 views.
Yeah, that's what's really beautiful about TikTok, is that anybody can get a lot of views if it's a good video. Yeah. Unlike any other social media site, TikTok, their algorithm, whatever they do, it can just let anybody.
Yep.
If it's a funny or if it's a good video, they can actually just blow up.
Yeah.
Get hundreds of thousands of views.
That's crazy. Their algorithm is great.
Yeah. So
Shout out to TikTok.
Yeah. How do you feel about Trump banning that?
Well, almost banning it.
Almost. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's like
who I want to say, was it Microsoft? But basically, the
Walmart,
whole point,
right?
Yeah, the whole point is that one of these big companies basically either already bought it or they about to buy it. So we're gonna be good with the TikTok.
Yeah.
But the fact that he even that's a concern when there's millions of other problems going on in this country. I think that's a bigger problem.
He's a jerk. But I think Instagram has it covered. And I think anybody that's on TikTok super hard should know. Musically, when you remember Musically?
Yeah, I remember
that
Musically.
went down super fast. You gotta be prepared, you gotta be on your toes, and you gotta have your different social networks ready. So if it do disappear and it's just a trending phase, they just need to be ready for what's next. Because I am.
Yeah. But that's like the one problem I find with Instagram though, is like Instagram is like, unlike TikTok where anybody could be a star.
Yeah.
Instagram is like, you gotta pay, you gotta build, it's a slow process. It's not like, you can make a really quality thing and then you just become, you get clout. It's like, you gotta pay $100 of promotion. If you don't keep promoting, then no one sees it. It's like it's a weird game on Instagram. It's a money game.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas TikTok, it's not necessarily a money game.
Yeah, they'll pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're good enough.
Yep.
Yeah. But either way, I think TikTok works perfectly for your kind of audience, and the videos you make, short, sweet,
definitely
to the point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so I know you mentioned earlier about not being many comedians in the game.
Yeah.
So how do you feel kind of going in this game where at least now it's a lot more women? But 2000s, I mean, what, a few, like a handful?
Yeah,
you know?
So it's really an honor, especially I think honestly, like, it's me and a few other women coming out of Cleveland doing this.
Yeah.
So me being one of the top females, it's like I gotta keep it going because I know it's other kids, my city, our city especially, that it's just a lot of kids that just they like dead spirited dead, so they don't know where they gonna go next. So it's an honor.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that you doing what you do can influence a lot of these young women that, you know, they might not know what they want to do or anything, and then they might find their way into comedy and just encourage them to do that?
Oh yeah, it's I think comedy is a way out of, you know, depression. I went back to that earlier, and I know it's a lot of women like me that just want to have like attention, you know. So if this is something that you really really want to do, try not to be so nude on Instagram and just show your free spirit of yourself and being what you want to be in life instead of the twerking. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody hear your voice, if nothing else. So.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that. Yeah, show the personality. You know, don't be afraid to be yourself. Because you're right. I mean, you see it all the time on social media. It's the chase for likes. And to do that, people post twerking videos, bikini pics. I see, but to be able to do something and get clout from your personality, it's a whole nother, category.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely, it is. And you gotta be willing to do it.
Yeah,
you gotta be willing to chase it.
Yeah, because this is comedy's tough.
It is.
Comedy's a tough game.
Man, it's not easy. You know, you get turned down by a lot of people. You get turned down by celebrities that's just now making it. You know, I kept up with a lot of famous people that just like don't talk to me no more. You know, when I was supporting their videos, and now I'm trying to get the support back. And then you got some comedians that, you know, they like I had not a Ha Davis. What is his name? Oh, not Ha. Who was that?
What's the skit like, or a big
got
skit?
to see it through, my boy. Emmanuel Philip Hudson. Hudson. Gotcha. So he reaches out to me all the time. I talk to him, and
that's dope.
And the other one, that does the hood skits. What's his name? I hate
Desi?
Desi, yeah. I talk to Desi all the time too. So.
Oh, that's big. He like the biggest one right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I talked to Desi a few times. He told me to keep going, so that felt good.
that's dope to have someone. Yeah, and then so you haven't touched the stand up yet.
No.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the whole go in front of the audience live comedy thing?
I feel like I don't know how to feel about stand up. Stand up that one makes me nervous. I'm cool on stand up. No, I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna end up going to like a comedy club outside of Cleveland and just try it. But I mean, if you're doing it, kudos to you. Shout out to you. But 10 minutes is not for me. Like I said, I'm a TikToker, Instagrammer. 1 minute, that's for me. But I'm gonna go into it. I promise myself. I'm 25 years old. By the time I am 27, I will have this mastered for like 5 minutes on stand up. That's my promise to myself.
So I feel like it's two goals with this. What you specifically do. You got the people that's trying to get the acting role, and I ain't saying you got to be the main character, but like they just they sneaking in movies, but they getting a big bag. And then you got the people that literally want to be the stand up phenomenon, and get the acting role.
There you go.
So what you feel like you really trying to do? Like where you think the most of the money gonna come from?
Acting. So eventually, what I'm gonna do is if stand up doesn't work once I try it, I'm gonna end up changing my account from comedian to actor creator.
Okay.
So, it's a lot of big people on Instagram like King Karan and King Batch.
Yeah, I like
they thought they were comedians,
right,
but they ended up being acting comedians.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. I think comedy, though, like stand-up comedy is probably one of the craziest things in careers. I mean, even because to go up there in front of people and try and make people laugh is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's like the amount of it's so hard to make people laugh.
I know.
As it is. And then to go in front of like a giant crowd and like they're sitting there, they're having drinks, you know, they're getting loose, and that's when it gets dangerous because they're expecting you to perform. You know, they're paying money to come in here and you make their night. But
yeah, I always say like stand up got to be the craziest one because can't nobody save you. Like if you rap, if you rap, you know you could have a good beat and people might be like, oh, dude was cool, he had a good beat. If you sing, you can have background people behind you that sing better. They be like, oh yeah, I think she sing good. But stand up, I mean,
you by yourself.
I mean, I seen people do like the whole like tag team and get saved, but I mean, it's hard to find another comedian that even balance what you trying to do because y'all might have two different worlds, two different visions of what y'all trying to provide.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, stand up, you on the stage by yourself. It don't matter what you got. Like it just like I don't know, your image and stuff really don't matter. That's the thing. Like you literally not about to get saved.
Nah.
Like, oh, that's so and so. He my favorite, so he always funny or she always funny. No, it's like I don't know. She was funny last time, but this time, like
catch you next time. Better luck next time.
But like it's the one thing about stand up is if you do it right, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you do it right, if you just that feeling probably is like no other thing. Like it's like you probably feel like an all-star, you know, MVP when you get everyone to laugh and you go home at night.
For sure.
Yeah, but it's also crazy that every comedian, no matter who you are, you have to bomb.
Oh yeah.
Like you know,
Absolutely.
you just have to
no matter where you
just
do
be
it.
embarrassed. Like there's that might be the most powerful thing that comes out of comedy and doing stand-up. Is being able to take that, then there's no fear.
Yeah.
If you can sit there and be laughed at by 200 people, like laughed at in a bad way, then I feel like you could do anything.
Yeah.
You know, then what's scary anymore? Nothing. Because that's like everyone's worst fear.
Yeah.
Like.
It's all about the confidence. You gotta have confidence. Got to. That's what it's gonna take.
Yeah. No.
You gotta be fearless. Anything that you do in life, you have to be fearless.
Facts.
No matter what it is, I don't care what it is. Like you have to have no fear. You gotta go for what you want. You gotta chase your dreams. Do it, like Nike.
Yeah.
Sponsored. No. One day. No. Yeah. You. That's true. Like even, I mean, you know how scary it is probably for people to get started even on just Instagram comedy or like TikTok comedy. People fear it. People fear being laughed at by people they know, you know, and it's a big step, but you just got to do it. If you really want to do something, you just got to step out there, do it, and commit.
For sure.
So speaking of that, how do you think of these jokes? Like, is it a team of people? Is it just you and your like normal experience during the day? You be thinking in your head. How do you come up with one of these jokes? So
a lot of my skits is stuff that actually really happened to me. Like these is things that I really hear and I'm just like, what the fuck? what did you just say to me? So I keep it in the back of my brain and to not lose it, put it in my notes. Then I just go home. I put on my whatever, you know, my acting stuff, my makeup, and I just cut that camera on and I just go. None of this stuff is written down. None of it.
Okay.
It's just remembered and recorded.
That's great. I feel like everybody got their own creative process. So what was you thinking when the first time, I guess, you like created the whole mustache, I'm gonna be the dude on camera, or specifically somebody baby daddy?
So
you gotta break down this story.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dream, his name Dream. Dream came from me dealing with the men in my life and the type of men that I'm attracted to.
Okay.
It was the face tattoos. It's, you know, the chin hair, the mustache, you know, sometimes long hair, short, you know, and then it's like that tie thing that they wear, the bandanas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just those. Like I was attracted for a long time those type of men. So that's actually where he came from. He came from the men that I was prematurely like dating.
Okay.
It makes sense. Being able to take from like shit that really happened to get
he's a bad choice character. Have you seen him? Like he's really like he makes bad decisions and bad choices. So I think like he's just he helps me throughout the day. He's somebody that I learned from.
Cause I think like it feel like it was crazy the first time I seen it because I mean. The whole, like, dude with a wig on, like, that ain't really nothing new. Like, we seen Martin do that, then we seen people, nibble at it and create their own characters. But it's like, I'm just scrolling through Instagram, and I'm like, man, what she got on her face? What the hell going on? And then I'm like, I gotta watch it. And then I watched it, I'm like, man, what? Like, a girl pretending to be a dude? Like, this kind of different. It's different right here. And then it's like you did it again, and I was like, man, this a character. Like, oh no, she got to take this character to that next level. Like,
yeah,
because that could even be your own. I don't know, mess somebody's head up and do the stand up, and you bring out Dream. Like,
I already thought about that. So
like,
that he is my comfortable place. Like, I'm not gay or bisexual, but like when I put that outfit on, when I do that character in that role, like. I really get into it. So if I was to, thank you for that. I think when I do go do stand up, I might just pull them out because I'm more comfortable that way. Like, and it's fun. Like that's how I express myself. Like through breakups, through sadness, through hearing crazy stuff. I express it through him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yeah, I mean that's great that you can develop these characters and kind of. Take it in my head. It's like, okay, as a person, we have different aspects of ourselves, and these characters might allow you to like express different aspects of yourself within,
for sure.
Like deep down, there's a little bit of Dream inside you,
yeah, it is,
and then maybe inside other people that relate to it. So that's what keeps going is everyone has like those type of bits of people within them that they can relate to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cause he gave me those vibes of like where like when I first was following Desi and it's like he would be his grandparents. I thought that was crazy the first time I see it. Like, so you the grandmother and the grandfather and the grandson in the same skit. Like, I don't even want to know what that looked like on the editing side. Like, I don't know if he edited his own videos, but it just seemed like it would be crazy. Like, okay, so I'm about to sit right here, then I'm going to stand over here. Then I got to remember, like, I don't know, it just seemed like a crazy process.
That's what you got to do. So I got 3 different characters. Me, Dream, and they got a daughter named Nini. So, you got to pick which one you're going to do first. Because once you get into, you can't just go, I'm going to go Dream, then I'm going to go Nina Ross, then I'm going to go this kid, then I'm going to go, you got to pick one. You got to get into that character, see it through. Then you got to go to the next character, get into that character, see it through, go to the next one, get into it, see it through, and then edit. Boom.
Yeah. So what do you think you can bring from developing these own characters by yourself that you can bring into like acting and actually like the movie or TV world?
A lot. Just like personality, characterization, and a new beginning for, especially like I said, women.
Yeah.
Like this could be a big thing, because we all seen it. We seen it through Will Smith, Martin,
definitely.
A man being a woman. This is a whole new thing. A woman being a man.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like, Monique was pretty much selling like the heavier set thing.
Yes.
And she did a great, phenomenal job. Tiffany Haddish is kind of selling like, I guess like the urban jokes. I think that's how that's the best way for me to describe it. Like super urban jokes. But yeah, I never really seen, and especially not on like that level, like somebody just pretending to be like this funny dude and it's just going crazy and it's on Netflix, it's on Hulu and all of that. Yeah. So it would be great to see something fresh that I can click on.
For sure.
Definitely. Yeah. So What do you think? Because let's take it back to 2000s. Like, okay, boom, they're doing stand-up comedy. Maybe they're doing sitcoms. You know, this is like a cool era of comedy. But then, boom, you get like later, and you have introduction of social media, and you have now, and it's changed the whole game of comedy.
Yeah.
Before it was you have to do stand-up. Hopefully you do stand-up enough until you get a sitcom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now from sitcom you can make movies and do whatever you want and have longevity.
Yeah.
But now people are cutting out everything, going from Instagram to fucking making movies and acting.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, kudos to anybody that does stand up. But I went to my first comedy show last year, and I looked at them and I was like, man, I want to be just like that. And I actually, after the show, I got to meet all of the comedians because I was a guest there. So I was shaking their hand. They was looking at me like, I was like, I love it, what you just did up there. I was like, I want to do that one day. He was like, yeah, he was like, you ain't gonna make it too far because you just an Instagram comedian. I was like, you know me? He was like, yeah, the way y'all doing it now is cheating. Y'all not even putting the footwork in. I'm like, what? I was like, that's a bad thing?
That's why he's scared.
Yeah,
You know?
So it's really like these is 39 through 50-year-old men that's been doing this since before, you know, Instagram came out, and I think they really scared of us right now, like, because we making it, and we taking 10 to 15 minutes and putting it in 1 minute.
I mean, I already know what the problem is. A lot of those people, especially with that age group you just said, they feel trapped. I mean, they not going to tell you, but they feel trapped. It's like, if you 40 years old and, I mean, you could always blossom. I'm not going to say, you know, not going to like throw nobody under the bus or whatever, but a lot of those people, they feel like, okay, I've been doing comedy since I was, 15, 17, whatever. I've been living in Cleveland my whole life. I'm at the Playhouse. I'm at the House of Blues, whatever. People know me. I posted on Facebook. It's doing cool. Social media came. I missed it.
Yeah.
Now I feel trapped because, like, Facebook, they not giving me the right numbers. And I'm seeing somebody that just started a year and they might got 1,000 views and I got 100 views. It's a problem in this. I feel trapped. And where what they need to be doing is linking up with the people like, hey, how do you get those views? How do you... I'm promoting my stuff wrong, so if I add my talent that I have, but instead they want to shatter somebody else's dreams, so then like they could stop and they think that's gonna help them get closer to number one. Where if y'all had did a skit together, see they're not thinking like that. If y'all do a skit together, now you own Instagram, now you own these places, and 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 people, however many you said, can see them. But instead, they rather shatter somebody else's dreams in the hopes of, oh, I got rid of one. I ain't see her post nothing all a month. She done.
Yeah.
It's really sad. It is really sad.
And that's just not how it works. Like you said, we gotta link up, but I don't think they get it.
Yeah, it's so sad, man.
Yeah. And I know in the comedy world, a lot of people clash heads instead of like coming together, specifically probably in the stand-up world more or less, because I'm sure in kind of social media game, you know, you have your rivals just like anybody else. No matter what, you know what I'm saying? You have those.
Yeah.
But a lot of people more or less collaborate.
Yeah.
And realize that if you collaborate, you can get each other's audiences and build up.
Yes.
So do you think social media really has allowed you to find your comedy?
Oh man, for sure. Like Instagram especially, like just watching other people and being a see it througher of what I can do. Like I definitely know that my Instagram was like a big influence, and all the love that I get from the different people. I got love from East Coast, West Coast, North and South. So
super dope.
Yeah, that's another thing that I guess we really didn't touch on. For instance, when you come up in Cleveland and you just strictly do the clubs, you're missing out on a whole nother audience when people that do the social media stuff have audience all around the world.
I'm happy you brought that up because just like you get you don't get love like at the comedy clubs here, but you go somewhere else to a comedy club and get love. That's how it is on the internet. The internet is the exact same way.
Yeah.
I tried it here. I tried to get all my love from here. It didn't come out. And then once I started talking to different comedians from East Coast to West Coast, I'm getting love outside of my city. Now the love wants to start pouring in. I love my city, but yeah, it takes going outside and reaching out to people outside of Cleveland to come up. Period. You gotta go outside the box.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, because yeah, like Will said earlier too, it's just like people don't want to hop on the train till it's already left the station. You know.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So where do you want to end up? Where's the dream place? You want to go LA, New York? What's up?
So it's on my Instagram. It's Cleveland, New York, California,
okay,
LA, Hollywood.
That New York comedy, man, it's gritty.
Man,
it's gritty.
Man, but they are mean.
They are, yeah.
Those people are mean.
They are, but it might build better. It might build you better as a comedian, as someone that's funny. You know, like getting that kind of. It's gritty. It's gritty over there.
It's actually crazy that you said that because before, before we had like met, I actually thought you was living in LA because for whatever reason, I would see everybody else. I guess we was just at different places, but I would see everybody else out, and I'm like, I don't never see her out. I was like, she probably live in LA, and then I would ask people, be like, no, she definitely live here. Like I don't know where you be going, but you don't be going to the right place. But she definitely here. Like, you know, just the different like Cleveland comedians and stuff. Like, I don't never see her. Right?
Yeah. I stay in the cut. I'm in the house. I'm in the house creating videos. But for sure, like New York is gonna build you. Like I tried to get in touch with a couple comedians out there, and they were mean, man. They were mean, but I think that's what it's gonna take. You gotta get that hit over the head. You gotta go do it. You gotta go to the toughest people. Shout out to New York.
Yeah.
New York is crazy. I can't wait to go though, and that's where my dream character, his voice is it's a New York accent in his voice. If you could hear it at all. And that's what's motivating me to do him as well, those New Yorkers. Because I know when I get out there, I'm going to get hit over the head. But that hit over the head is going to do nothing but build me. After I'm done in New York, I'm going straight to LA. Yeah. Straight to Hollywood.
I think that, dude, that's just something amazing. That's something amazing that most people aren't willing to do. They're not willing to, they'll be like, if I could just skate through and, you know, just end up in LA and just be successful. I'll skip no one wants to dive off the deep end. Everyone wants to go to the easy route, you know? Go to the But like putting yourself in that experience will definitely just benefit you no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And build up because then you could take anything.
Oh yeah.
New York definitely.
What are Californians gonna say? Like, hey,
just hostile.
Hey man,
for real. Like, I don't know. So that's the thing. Like, I don't do stand up, but if I had to pick one, like, I'm definitely picking LA. Like, I'm like, man, like New York seems like they gonna really pull the tomato out their pocket. Like
they might sell them in the back.
like LA, I have so much more hope. Like, okay, I'm gonna probably get booed tonight. Yeah. But what's the chances with tomato? New York, I'm already coming in a little suit. Like, the little suit they be having for the Corona, I'm coming in a little suit. Like, nope.
The white zip up, like the whole outfit.
You gotta bomb somewhere. Yeah,
but no, I respect that though. Yeah. I respect
Why not be the worst place?
Period.
Yeah. That's where like Joe Rogan started out. A lot of great comedians like that Boston, Jersey, New York area.
Yeah.
But it makes you gritty. It makes you understand that probably like more. I think it actually has to do with like the working class. Yeah. You know, because working class, they go to work every day, you know, and when they go to these comedy clubs, they just want to let loose. And if they're not entertained, then they're upset about it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to like keep that in mind, I guess, too.
And the whole thing about New York, though, if you do great, it's like all the platforms are out there. So that's another reason like a lot of people are so mean because they have to deal with so many people. So the assumption is each person that's talking to me is terrible. Yeah. Like, it's like I'm about to go to a comedy show all the openers probably gonna be terrible. If I go to this hip hop show, all of them gonna be terrible. I'm here to see one person. But those people that are very good, they get picked up. You're more likely to have somebody in the audience like, hey, come here real quick. I want to talk to you. Then somewhere like Cleveland. I mean, that's just the reality of things. Like all those platforms are out there. Media outlets are out there. They're looking for people. They're hitting, they're waiting for that right person to go up. They send talent scouts out. Yeah. So if you do good in New York, it's almost like you don't even really need another place. I mean, everything is great. Get as much as you can. But, like, if you blow up in New York, I mean, you're pretty much sold. Everything is there.
Yeah,
like,
and that's exactly what I'm on to. Like, I already mapped it out. I had it mapped out. Like, yeah, you got to go to New York first. You got to. Like, and that's where I'm stationed at for a while and then go to L.A. But the thing is, being in Cleveland is almost like being in the Amish country. You get to New York... Man, you hear somebody step on your shoes. You just stepped on my feet. You want to fight? And then the guy might turn around. Yeah, let's do it. In New York, somebody step on your feet, they going to keep walking. And you'll never see that person again. You can't even say anything bad. Because I had it happen to me. I was like, ooh, just got my feet stepped on. And they just keep walking. Tell you.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something in the water over there because I'm like, I remember we're driving and there's... And it's just like, we're like stopped at like a stoplight. People are beeping. I'm like, there is no reason. I'm like, there's a red light. We can't go anywhere. Why are you beeping? It's just like in their culture. It's crazy. Yeah. Like, they're so aggressive. They are, though, so aggressive. Like, they are. For no reason. I'm like, what? We could just all enjoy our day and you could just like not honk your horn violently at me and we could just like go throughout the day.
I still got to make that visit because I just can't picture it. Like, it's like I was in Chicago and I thought Chicago was crazy.
Oh, no, it's crazy.
And it's like, I don't know, like downtown Chicago, I mean, there's Uber drivers everywhere. You can't really do nothing. But the fact that like, and it's kind of like, I can kind of see it though. I can kind of see how New York would be like way worse. But I haven't experienced New York yet. But Chicago was crazy.
You gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. It's great. I was in Jamaica Queens. A few of my buddies.
Okay. Got you.
But it was like, so I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. Like I didn't like the aspect of like having to drive everywhere and it just be packed and like it sucked.
Queens was packed too. New York City was terrible.
Yeah, I haven't been to Times Square or anything.
You haven't?
No, I was in like my friends had like Airbnb in like the hood of Queens. But it was cool though. It was cool to I think it was cool to see the aspect of like all these how people live because it's a totally different world. It's like everything is on top of each other. There's like your neighbor is literally connected, to your building. Mm-hmm. These businesses have like fucking people living above them like everywhere, in all these little shops and stuff. Best food though. They had great food when I went to New York.
They got really good food.
Yeah.
Did you taste I had corned beef in a can.
Really?
It was good.
when you say a can, like
Spam in a can, it's just like that.
Okay.
It's corned beef in a can.
Oh yeah,
it was really good.
I fuck with corned beef.
I'm interested.
I think I had this this Jamaican food that was just unreal. It was like a buffet style, and like you stack it all, like you basically would get this thing and you just put as much as you want in it.
Yeah. And
then at the end they'd weigh it, and that's how they would like price you out. It was good.
What did you eat in Chicago? What new?
Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh, I went straight to the pizza.
You better have the pizza. I was about to say.
You got to. That was only right.
Yeah, we went straight to the pizza.
That real deep dish.
Dang, I don't even remember.
Describe the flavors. I want to hear this.
The pizza was like, it was everything they said. It literally was like that godly pizza. Cause I think we paid probably, I feel like we paid like $70 for this pizza. Like, I want to say, like, a pizza.
You're talking about the deep dish, though, right? Like, the fucking thick dish. Ass, yeah. So
we paid, like, $70 for the pizza. Like, and it was, like, it was what they said. Like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of places, they be telling me it's this and that, and it was made from the heavens, and I was like, I don't know what heaven this was made from. But the pizza was on point. They had a nice little burger joint. I missed out on the Heralds. We was moving too fast, doing other stuff. But that's the one thing I do regret.
Hot dog cart.
What was it?
The hot dogs.
I did get a hot dog. So yeah, I got the hot dog, popcorn and stuff. The whole thing with Chicago that was so interesting is they tax is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because it's like, I just remember I feel like I was at the beginning of the line. Like, how much is it? It was like, oh, that's gonna be $5. I got to the end of the line. Okay, that'll be $8.30, please. I'm like, but she said,
that's some strong tag.
I swear I don't know what happened, but I'm like, what? Like, she said, oh, she's like, y'all not from around here, are y'all? That's just how it is, man. I'm like, what? Know the game. Like, hold on, I got a calculator on my phone. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, $3 fucking tax, free tax.
Like, what's going on? But no, I feel like everything was taxed in Chicago. Like,
even their tolls. So I'm the type of person.
All four of them.
So I was going to Chicago and it was me and my buddy and we were driving and we saw toll roads and we're like, oh, there's no thing. Don't bother paying. We'll just go through it.
What?
What happened?
Oh, they taxed the fuck out of us. We gotta see the thing in the mail. But I was like, oh man, no, fuck that. They won't even know. What's the worst thing? We don't even live in Chicago. They won't be able to find us. But I'm like, my dumb man. I was like, I'm not driving, so if he believes me, then.
I'm surprised ain't nobody jump out the bushes and stop the car.
Oh my God. I did that going through Pennsylvania. And I went straight through the tolls. I'm like, fuck them, but I didn't get my ticket yet.
No?
No, shit.
It'll come. They know you. That's what I did too, because I was like, what's the worst thing that happen? Like, I don't live in fucking Chicago. You know, what are they going to do? Fucking arrest me? No, but that's the most interesting thing, because here you have to stop at the tolls, you know? It's a different kind of setup. And there they just have, like, the sticker thing kind of where you just pass through it. But they have hella tolls in Chicago. Like, on the way there, I
literally went through 4. Like, I wasn't even joking. I don't know what route y'all took, but I went through 4 of them.
I think I went through more than that. I was like, damn, we would have spent, like, and we did end up spending that.
Well, we came from BG, so I don't know. I guess, yeah, but it's like 4 for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We went through New Jersey going into New York. Man, that toll was like $40. Because our Airbnb, and we had to pay. It was, I don't know, we was coming from Elizabeth through Newark and then up through New York.
That's crazy.
And that pole to get in was $40, and it was $40 coming out back.
Yeah,
in
you're
New
right.
Jersey.
Yeah, you're right, because you do have to get they pay. You have to pay to get out of the city.
Yes.
I thought that was the most ridiculous shit. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you gotta pay to get out.
You gotta pay to get out. It's the dumbest shit. I'm like, this is crazy. You literally have to pay to get in. It's almost like a bouncer. Like, you know, pay. Okay, you cool. Come in.
It come with a hot dog, drinks.
Man.
It comes with traffic and angry people at the door.
Like, is bro giving you a shot after, like, for paying that price?
Like, what?
That's crazy. That's crazy, yeah. But man.
Yeah, New York is something else, and only certain type of people can only live there. I personally couldn't live there. No. I'm just not patient enough to deal with people, and like I wouldn't want to be like angry all the time. Yeah. Cause I know it's all turn and be like, fuck, I'll be the guy honking. You know, I don't want to be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. But so your what's your end goal? Like, you want to, you know, you get to New York, you do your comedy stuff, then you go to Hollywood, LA, and get into the movie game, get into the acting game?
I actually want to start like a TV show, something like Martin. Or if, no, there's no ifs. That's what I want to do. I want to start my own TV show and have it based upon the women in LA, you know, bring a couple people along with me from Cleveland, have them in it, and, you know, just act. I wanted to start an acting studio here, but it's like it's crabs in the bucket here almost, man. It's hard to do, so I got to move along. Can't just wait. Yeah,
I think that idea though is huge, because if we look at all the shows and sitcoms that we have out, no one's really doing it where it's like a group of girls, even comedians, you know. that are making like a show like that.
Yeah.
I can't even think of one.
I was gonna say the closest like women lead, and we talking about you want this to be like classic, like people watch this 10 years. It's probably Everybody Hate Chris, but then again, it's like Rochelle. I mean, I guess it depends on what point of view. I mean, because it's like obviously Chris is the lead, but the way he set the characters up, I feel like it's like her, the dad, and him could kind of be the lead depending on how you look at it. But that's the closest thing though. Yeah. Like to even try to compare it to, we've literally never seen it. We never seen the woman.
You should start writing it.
The women. We never seen the women have these leads and it be classic and more so of the comedy. Yeah. When the women lead, it's usually, it boils down to a drama. It might even start out as a comedy, then you look up the genre change to comedy drama, and you like, where did this drama come from?
Yeah, no like, drama, just like, all the way through, funny, all the way to the end, to the show ends. And then on top of the show, get an acting studio, get some of these young women in here, get them acting. Just, that's my whole goal right there.
Yeah, you know what you should do? Like, I know you want to do that in the future, but I mean, I think you should write something out, do a little pilot. Like, I don't know if you know It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the show.
I heard of it.
Yeah, so, you don't really need to know about it, but like, basically they shot theirs on some shitty phone, and it was just a group of friends, and they sent it in, and it got picked up.
Wow.
And people were interested. Like, you never know who's gonna see something.
Yeah.
You never know when someone's gonna come up to you and offer you that opportunity that you've been waiting for.
Thanks.
That's why, like, I think planning is really good, and but it's more important, like you said, to just do it and kind of just throw it out there now.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what's gonna happen eventually. So I'm gonna start mapping this out, because it just has to happen. Like, we need our time to shine. It's so many people here that just don't know what they want to do next. Somebody has to be the outlook person to get them started.
And the other thing I say is, you might want to take a look at the people that's around you and kind of create the characters yourself. So a lot of people don't even write their own jokes, or they got the look that somebody might know somebody that got the look, but you like, I ain't never seen her do jokes. But you could be the person, like the brains behind the whole operation, but now because it's 4 or 5 women on the screen, everybody want to see the package, and that could be worth it. But a lot of people I do know, they have a problem, like, I don't want to be writing for these people and I ain't getting the credit for the whole thing. But sometimes you got to look at the bigger picture of like, how can I figure this out and give my audience the best product? So I don't know, you might want to think about that, like, dang, okay, so-and-so kind of is funny. I just need to break them out their shell.
Yeah. And
now I got a whole nother character with me for some of my skits, or I don't know, your own independent movie or whatever you're working on.
Yeah. The problem with that is so many people are scared.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know it ain't gonna be like easy. That's a fact.
But that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna have to take for somebody not even close to me, somebody that's in my daily life, and I'm gonna just have to bring them along, because it's time for me to start introducing other characters, because most of my material is by myself.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to count on people all the time,
Yeah. So, but I gotta make sure that this person is gonna be dedicated and willing to do it, because I've tried to work with other comedians from the city, and it's a crab in the bucket type of situation. So you gotta be mindful of the people that you work with.
Yeah, and we do movies, so I definitely keep you in mind for roles and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, we actually just got done filming our first short film last weekend.
Ooh, what's the name of it?
Freeway.
Yeah, Freeway.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a big premiere. But we'll keep you in mind for that, for like other stuff we do, because we're always trying to find people. That's the hardest thing we find, is like finding people that are committed, like you said, and like want to actually, if we say call time is, because we like to be about our business, like where this time is where we start, call time at 8:30, don't be here at 11 or 12, get here around 8:30.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find that here. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's people here.
But there are people here.
Yeah.
There definitely are people here. People are chasing the same dream we are.
Mm-hmm.
One thing before we go, what do you have to say advice-wise to the high school Nina, going through some stuff about what you do now, like how to inspire her?
Well, if I could tell her anything, it would be to just keep your head up. Whatever dream that you have right now is not the dream that you may have 5 years from now. But whatever it is, just be motivated, condition your mind, get ready for any challenges that's coming ahead. I'm big on school. Just see it through, all the way through. Even if you don't go to college, college is big, but if you got a mindset for something, just go for it. I don't care if it's staring at tubs all day. Somebody gonna see you staring at that tub. Yeah. And they gonna pay you for it. So meanwhile, like just do it. See everything through. Everything you do now is going to condition you for what's gonna happen later. So you gotta see it through.
Great. That was a perfect note to end on. I appreciate you being on the show. That was a great...
Super dope.
Thank you.
Yeah,
for real.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite episodes, honestly. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah. So if you can go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Alright, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Nina Ross Comedy. And just follow me, and I will follow you back.
There we go.
For sure.
Alright. Well, thank you all for listening and watching. It's your boy Chef T.
I'm with a Spacekid.
Nina Ross Comedy.
Yeah.
So keep it real, y'all. See you next week. Thank you all for listening and joining us on another episode of the Stirfry. All the music was created by Steve Ozell. Check him out on all streaming services at Stevo Music, spelled ST3V30 Music. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. We'd greatly appreciate it. And see you next Tuesday when we talk with Justin Cooper. He's a sports podcaster and blogger. He runs the site JC Sports and is super passionate about what he does. He talks about his career and his time at ESPN Cleveland. It was just a great conversation overall. So see you next week, y'all.